everybody, welcome back to a new TKB Outdoors video. Today we are going to be discussing my ice fishing trip from the past weekend. So I went out to a private lake near my house. It's about 30 minutes from my house. It's about 25 to 30 acres and it's all catch and release. So those fish can get big because they're not allowed to be kept. And I really wanted to film for you guys. I brought my GoPro and everything and it died before I caught any fish. So that was uneventful. So in the past week, we have gotten probably 12 to 16 inches of snow. So that means that the ice was kind of like mushy on the top, but it was still a pretty thick layer of ice, between 6 and 10 inches. So we got out there and it was a pretty good experience. We dug the holes and everything, and about 5 minutes in, we got our first bite. We caught all these fish on tip-ups, but we got our first bite, and it was an absolute dink. It was my first ever fish caught through the ice. And about 5 minutes into the next one, we caught a really fat catfish. It was not very long, but it had some beef in its gut. And this catfish in particular was bleeding all over the place. Like, it was crazy. There was blood all over the ice, and we didn't know if he was gonna live. So he might have died, but we're pretty sure he just swam down to the bottom and stayed alive, or hoping so at least. And like right as that catfish was biting, we got a bass on. It was about a 1.5 pounder. My friend pulled this one up while I was getting pictures of the catfish. So my buddy and I were right there, and then another catfish bit, and it was really a big catfish. It was like probably 25 to 30 inches long. And this one, it was in the same spot as the other catfish, and it was a really cool bite. We didn't end up getting the minnow back because that's all we were using is the minnows on the tip-ups. We didn't get the minnow back, but it was a really cool fish. It was really long. And so it was getting near the end, and I realized I was gonna have to go home soon, and right as I was about to leave, the flag went up. I watched it go up. I was waiting for it to go up. It was the best tip up we had out, and it just went. And it went up, and we were really excited. We ran over to it, and we started pulling, and we were like, oh, this is a pretty good fish. And we pulled it up, and it was a really big fish. It was probably 20-something inches, but it had no weight. It was like a 2-pounder. It was my PB for largemouth, because I'm a big smallie guy. I'm a big smallmouth fisher, and that's what you're gonna see mostly on this channel. You'll see some largemouth, but not many, because that's just not where I fish. And this is my PB for largemouth. It was a really long fish. It was a really big fish. In spawn season, it would have been 4 or 5. So, I mean, that was really cool. And we caught one other fish, and it was about a 2-pounder, and that one, it was just a really easy bringing her in. So, and we caught one other fish, and that was about a 2-pounder, and that one did not put up much of a fight. It was just easy to get. Took some pictures and threw back down into the hole. So that was my ice fishing experience. It was a really cool one, and hopefully this weekend I'll actually make sure to charge my GoPro and bring it out on the ice again, different spot this time. Big Pine Island Lake, it's in Michigan, and that's where I'm going to ice fish this weekend. It is the home of the biggest largemouth ever caught in the state of Michigan. So I hope you guys are there to watch, and I am hoping to catch some big old 5 to 10 pounders on that video through the ice. I'll see you guys next time. Join me next time on TKB Outdoors for another awesome outdoors video.